that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever. And with that in mind, I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again. This was nice. I wish you the best of luck.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. Like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely horrible. This man decides to expose his girlfriend for cheating.
In high school, you're literally talking to the dude and you tell him, I love you all the fucking time.
You're my best fucking friend, I like you.
Oh, you're your best friend?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna show you the rest of that clip, but that's exactly how you know he was right, because she was absolutely speechless and didn't know what to do except just slap him.
A pot-smoking slut!
This is absolutely vile, and I wouldn't wish this even on my worst enemy.
The fact that men are evil, that is true. Like, man as a whole is evil. Like, just as an entity, a general idea. Men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like, it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like, it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man. Every time something terrible happens, always a man, like 99% of the time. So I feel like it's a lot simpler than people may think. I don't hate my man, I hate most men. And for me, I think given what men have done to me personally, to people I love, and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and have to work their way to innocent, it's not really a big deal to me. I feel very like convicted in that. It's very like, if you're not awful, prove it. Yeah. Quit talking about it and fucking do it. Because the men who complain that they really hate hearing like, oh, what about all men? Oh, all men, all men. A lot of this, not a lot of action.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Yeah, this is what happens when you only look at the dark side of history. Has bad things ever happened in history? Of course. But has there been good things as well? Yeah. Do you know what men have done to society? Everything. The chair you're sitting in, the mic you're holding, the lights that are on, the house that you're in, the clothes you're wearing, the straightener you use to straighten your hair. Everything was by men. This is just ignorance at its finest. And looking at the negatives when the positives clearly outweigh all of that. Also, I find it absolutely hilarious and how it's always the 2s and the 3s that complain about how much they hate men. Now, honestly, guys, I was very surprised by this clip. Why? Because look at the amount of views, and even worse, look at the comments. Yeah, some men are just absolute simps.
You know your ass was gonna be f***ing up on me. Why the f*** you came back to me? Please answer that. Please answer that. Please. Please answer that. If you know you gonna still be with me, you left. Why did
Yeah, it seems like this is not the first time she did this, but I really do hope this is the last time he stays with her. I'm not sure why you're still talking to her, bro. You gotta walk away. This is just scary. Clips like these make men overprotective and really explains why a lot of men are just done with dating. Yeah, brother, I'm not sure why you guys are laughing. Nothing is funny about this clip. She's clearly for the streets.
What's the best and the worst thing about being my brother? Start with the best.
I don't think there's a best part. When you first started, I got quite a bit of money. So we'll just say money.
So you think that's all I'm good for?
Yeah.
Right. What's the worst thing?
Oh, it's just disgusting. Any argument I get into, your sister does OF, shut your mouth. They're not wrong though, they're not wrong. You could just pick up actual job.
I've had an actual job.
Yeah.
This is becoming more of a trend where these OnlyFans chicks are actually bringing their family involved in their own videos. This is not the first time we've seen a clip like this. You're just belittling your brother, thinking that buying him things is gonna change everything. It's not. He will get bullied the rest of his life.
When men say 100 women versus accountability, can you give an example of what you mean by that?
So my body count is 500 and it got me thinking, what is the average person's? Like,
I'd be right up there with you, girl, except my dad kept saying this stupid phrase throughout my childhood. It was so redundant. What was it? Oh, I love you.
Yeah, gentlemen, look after your daughters, because I'm tired of seeing them on OnlyFans, please.
Called the cops. She called the cops. Hey, make sure you let them know we're waiting for our Uber. We're sitting on the sidewalk waiting for our Uber, and she's saying we can't sit on public sidewalk.
Find someplace else. Can I get a photo?
This is a public sidewalk. Call the cops. Call them, please call them. This is a public sidewalk.
That's a good idea.
Wait, let's see what she makes up.
Dude, someone just died from
She said we were trying to get in their house?
Oh, that is a lie. That is a lie. False accusation.
There's a bunch of them here that are intimidating the women that are.
No, we're waiting on our Uber, ma'am.
Yelling at me, calling me grandma. I mean, all kinds of stuff. They need to go away.
So unfortunately, they're right. I can't move them from here if they're waiting.
It's a public sidewalk.
It is absolutely insane how some people will just blatantly lie just to have it their way. This is the same thing as the Me Too movement, except these men would have been arrested.
Trick talking about he gonna save me. Bitch, I don't wanna be saved.
Where's your dad? Where's your mom? Where is your family?
What is your body count?
Ooh, mine's what, in the 40s, but who really gives a f at the end of the day?
She got a list though.
I got a list. People break my heart. I use it for motivation. I'm like, you, your wasn't even that good.
Yeah, if she looks like a 304, sounds like a 304, then she probably is a 304. What do you get from this? Like, please tell me. You're recording everything, the fact that you're doing it. It went viral all over social media. His insurance will most likely pay for it. And you're not doing anything except just waste his time for like a week. Yeah, I think we all know where she's going after this clip.
Plus, I'm not really like looking for that. I dated a porn star before. Didn't work out.
Yeah. It never works out. Why not?
He was a hoe. Outside of work, he was just fucking everybody. And
Yeah.
like, I can choose when not to work and when to work.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on my own schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried it. Like I said, it's not easy.
It's not. Yeah.
It's
So
not
do you
easy.
feel like you get jealous? Like
Definitely the jealous type.
Part-
Yeah,
okay.
because I used to get cheated on. Like a lot. So that's why I'm like, I know how to be loyal, but my definition of loyal is obviously different than like yours.
what's your sign if you don't mind me asking?
Pisces.
Yeah, what kind of logic is this? If you guys both do OnlyFans or create disgusting content online, I don't think jealousy even exists in your relationship. It's an open relationship to begin with. Second, I'm not sure what kind of podcast this is or why this guy even cares about her sign.
Conflict in my life.
I almost broke up with my husband because I thought he was boring. Turns out he was just healthy and sane. Every time we became misaligned, he would just want to sit down and talk about it calmly, hear each other out, forgive each other if necessary, and just move on and continue growing. You see, I grew up in a very chaotic type of love, the novela type, where everybody's slamming doors, yelling at each other. You don't talk to each other for days. And so I thought that that was love. I thought that that was passion.
Yeah, this is exactly why. If she only dealt with toxic men in the past, that is what she likes. And if she doesn't find chaos in the relationship, she'll create her own chaos. Stay away from these kind of women.
Crazy. You saw how much money she makes, and like, I'm a rapper. My girl makes the same as me. It's pretty cool. Can't complain.
Safe place for it.
Yeah. I was curious about how it all went down. I never looked at it, and she was showing me what she does, and it's kind of cool. Impressed.
Thanks.
Feeling personality. She didn't want him in my room, and I got to watch that. It was cool. I was turned on. Yeah.
Alright, so someone sent me this. Apparently, Young Gravy is dating an OnlyFans model, and he is incredibly supportive of it. Let's see what the comments have to say. This is what non-toxic masculinity looks like. Secure is greater than insecure. How has society come to this? To where being non-toxically masculine means supporting your girlfriend in prostituting herself in front of millions of other people for money. If this is what it's come to, I just want to make it incredibly clear. I am toxically masculine as
Yeah, agreed. If this is really what being an insecure man looks like as well, please call me insecure all you like. I'm the most insecure man in the world. Because at this point, being an insecure man has more honor than being a man like this and calling this security.
Oh hell no. No, we got real broke people out here. We got real broke people. Ain't getting shit. Not today.
That's what I'm talking about!
Yeah, I feel like a lot of women are in this category. They constantly think they get so many men, but that's not a real flex. Do you ever get marriage proposals? That's the real flex.
And Father's Day is this weekend, and I don't want to see not one female post a picture herself and say, Happy Father's Day to me because I'm doing it all. Ma'am, we had Mother's Day already. You may be doing it all, that's fine, but you are not the father. You will never be the father. You cannot replace the father. Although he may be a piece of you are the mother, and you are doing it all as the mother. You are not the father. It is not our day to celebrate. Y'all look ridiculous, because had the single dad celebrated Mother's Day, y'all would have lost y'all shit. If you don't have nobody to celebrate on Father's Day, just let that be it and keep it moving.
Yeah, this is absolutely true. And I'm gonna have to say it. I feel like a lot of single mothers only do this so they can get credit from everyone else on social media for being the strong, independent single mother. That is all. Has nothing to do with them caring about this Father Day thing. They just want more pity from everybody else.
Remember the night that she cheated on me? I knew it before it happened. I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt my chest just like getting. And I just knew something bad was happening. The next day I woke up, I couldn't get a hold of her. And I spent the whole day trying to figure out what was happening. And I got a photo message in my Instagram from someone that followed me of a picture of her with some other guy. And then I knew, and I had the picture, and I messaged her again and I said, hey, yeah, I got this picture. Now's a really good time to be honest with me. And she said, I met Cameron. And I was like, who the f is Cameron? And she's like, Cameron Dallas. It hurt like hell. But the next day, she deletes all our photos that we'd ever posted together on social media, just wiped the grid clean, and posts one new photo of her and this guy.
What? On day one?
On day one.
Oh,
and
my God.
it was a Getty Images paparazzi photo. You know what the worst part about the whole thing was?
What?
I got back with her.
Here, just take my balls. Just take my balls from me. Just take them. Just here you go. Take my balls.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. It's just so hard for me to feel bad, especially when you just said at the end that you got back with her. Because then it goes from me feeling bad to me just looking at you like you're absolutely stupid. And I'm sure you learned your lesson now, and I'm sure you're not with her right now. But gentlemen, just don't do this. I don't care how much you miss her, you love her, I don't care how pretty she is. If this happened, you make it incredibly hard for people to feel bad for you when you go through an experience like this.
It's not my type at all.
What makes him not your type at all?
You're just not cute to me. I'm sorry.
Cool. You got kids?
I do.
How many kids you got?
I have one.
You been married before?
I have not.
Sorry. That's a deal breaker. I mean, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, 38. Never been married. Got kids. That's a deal breaker. I don't like quitters. You might as well stay single. Probably good at it.
Oh. I don't get it. Oh. Wait, what do you mean?
Because if you've been single until you're 38, that means you're good at it. Don't quit.
Wow, I might have to start using that. If you've been single, clearly you're good at it. I like that one.
He cheated, and then I took it as a challenge and did the tit for tat. Spicy! He cheated back. No, mamacita, never cheat back, mamacita.
How did you feel after you had the tit for tat? Did you feel good about it, or?
So my initial reaction was to feel good about it. Okay, I did this and that, but then afterwards, you're just like, I was feeling a void.
You cheated up. You didn't cheat down.
Yeah, I have to say, majority of women don't know how to get revenge. So all they do is sleep around, increase their body count, and they think that's revenge. It's not. Bettering yourself is revenge. Getting better looking is revenge. Improving your lifestyle is revenge. Not this.
It's a red flag in a guy.
A red flag in a guy is when he doesn't pay for your meals.
Why do you think so?
I just think that we deserve a little bit better and that my meals should be paid for by my boyfriend.
Would you want him to pay for all the meals?
Absolutely.
So you want the more masculine male figure?
Yes. I do.
And then what would you bring to the table if he's paying for all the meals?
I would bring my personality, my good looks, my amazing creativity.
Imagine that, guys. Like I said, it's always the 3s and the 4s that think they deserve this princess treatment. You don't deserve anything. The same way that guy doesn't deserve anything in the beginning of the relationship. You don't owe each other anything.
Sometimes irks me when people say, what we do is not work. Mostly men who are just hating, thinking that I'm working out from 9 to 5.
Yeah. They'll say you're a hot girl and that's why you can do this.
Yeah.
And to that,
what would you say to someone?
There's plenty of hot people and they're still working for someone else. You don't get paid for being hot.
Pretty privilege is real.
That's totally true. However, you're not just getting a check every month for being pretty.
Right.
No one is.
Right.
Instagram's not paying you to be pretty. You have to put in the work. You have to do something to generate revenue. So it's like only answering messages, YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram. Now I'm doing all my workouts. It's a lot.
They are completely wrong and they're just coping. You without a doubt get an easier chance to make it in this industry if you are pretty. Stop lying. You women would not be this successful if you guys had ugly faces or ugly bodies. Which is to my next point. If they really think it's more of a skill thing, wait until you guys get older, start getting ugly, and realizing the money isn't coming in anymore.
Don't you dare spit at me! Don't you dare spit at me! Right, don't spit!
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Yeah, I think spitting on someone is absolutely the most foul and disgusting thing you can ever do, especially since this woman tried lying in court about it, saying she never did it and it was an accident. She deserves to go to prison for a couple months after this.
If your man has to beg for affection, something is really off. He shouldn't have to chase you around the house just to get a kiss. He shouldn't feel like he's bothering you just to be touched. He is your husband, not some side character you can barely tolerate. You say you love him, but when was the last time you showed him without words, without him asking?
Yeah, ladies, if you guys are watching this, if you think it's a chore for a man to simply ask you to do this, then I have to say it, I don't think you guys are being good wives. Obviously, I hate cheating on this channel, but when men say they cheat for this reason because they were deprived of this, I'm not saying I agree, all I'm saying is I understand.
Okay, this is so true. Like, I just came from a date, like a couple weeks ago, and y'all, it was the bare minimum. The bare minimum. And like when I got back from the date, I was like, I wonder what you would do if, you know, you actually planned something like you said you did. This man said, I'm not trying to impress you. Like, what do you mean you're not trying to impress me? What are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? When did the roles reverse, y'all? I'm confused.
And this is exactly why you guys will never find good men, because you're going into this date thinking that what this man can do for you, what you could take from him, and if he's impressing you or not really looking at his qualities, his mannerisms, and if he's actually a good guy. You're just looking at the materialistic things.
It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, nice to meet you, Joey. Are you guys like dating?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Joey.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Why are you trying to?
No. Oh my God. Joey, leave that. Close that back door, don't get snaked by your homie.
Yeah, I'm certain there will always be signs. Signs that girl is gonna cheat on you, signs she's gonna leave you for someone better. I'm confident there was always signs.
So there's this trend with women saying to the men, oh, I can't pay the mortgage this month. And all the men's just saying, well, you never pay the mortgage. Well, I don't understand. Where's all these men that's just paying people's mortgages? I don't get it. I've never had a boyfriend or partner just pay the whole rent or pay everything. Pay the mortgage. I don't know. I must be doing something wrong. I need to find me one of these mortgage men.
Possibly because either they're married or that guy is the one that owns the house, which is why he's paying the mortgage. I don't think these men are paying some random woman's mortgage. Yeah, this is just sick. And this man isn't even trying to hide it. This is exactly why a lot of people say men just suck at cheating. They're just stupid at it.
I come back to dishes in the sink. I'm not gonna ask you to do the dishes. I'm probably just gonna do them. Maybe I didn't communicate that, sure. However, if I have to communicate that, I am not the one for you.
Do not try to make it seem like I'm not here doing my part at all. We're not going to spin it like that. I've been given such a negative response, a temper tantrum sometimes, like an attitude. I just don't understand it. If it's about the dishes, if it's about me going to sleep, if it's about a text, all of that, it's the slap in the face.
Great. I'm glad you feel that way. There's a lot I could respond to, but there is no scenario that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever. And with that in mind, I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again. This was nice. I wish you the best of luck.
Notice how this man just stayed absolutely stoic. He stated what was wrong, seen her response, and then acted after that. He didn't argue back and forth. He didn't raise his voice. He stayed calm and judged his future with this woman after that horrible response. And what did she say that was so bad? She took zero accountability. She blamed him. He has an attitude, and she doesn't like the way he's coming at her. Rather than taking accountability, apologizing, and saying that she'll actually do the dishes in the future. Be like this, gentlemen. Don't waste your time and argue, and admittedly shut down a relationship and a future marriage if you start seeing these red flags arise. Before it's too late especially. But that's just my opinion though, guys, because I just wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, just videos you guys see at the top screen. It does my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.